The Rigmarole, a completely improvised comedy show based on your suggestions. Welcome in, friends and neighbors. What do we do here? Well, we take your suggestions and then we make up a long story where we play lots of different characters and we go forwards and backwards in time. And Marc's going to tell you about the bell.
When you hear that ding, that sound of the bell, you will know that it's time for a new idea. The thing you just saw on screen is gone, and now something fresh is beginning.
But it may come back, and we also may play each other's characters. So watch for that little doozy. As you can see on the screen right now, we're looking for adjectives and nouns. From that, we will get the title of this here show, which will inspire us to create characters and scenarios and situations and things like that. Ooh, I see some great suggestions rolling in right now. Ooh, hi, Marie. Hurt.
Hurts.
Blacksmith.
Horn.
Hi, Julie. Shiny.
Fiddle player.
Ooh, boyfriend.
Wonky.
Naughty.
Cypress.
Ooh, Cypress. Petty. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Mm-hmm. Ooh,
Naughty.
Naughty's coming up a lot. Undertaker. Ooh, that's a good one.
Lanky.
Ooh, Candyman. Mindful.
Dreamer.
Leaf blower.
Peddler.
Okay, what do we like? Those are wonderful, by the way. Gamer. Oh, it's topical.
Very topical. I liked. Oh, let's see. I liked Lanky. Definitely Lanky.
Nighttime hat. Slick.
Oh, nighttime hat.
Photographer. Nighttime hat. Fisherman.
Fiddle player was fun too.
Fiddle player was good.
Petty was a good one.
How about the petty fiddle player?
I like it. All
right. Or a petty fiddle player. It's your choice, as Marc will fill in the name of this here episode with your suggestions. Thank you so much for these wonderful suggestions. Don't forget about Wanderer. We also are going to have a couple of prompts to create more things for the show, which you'll see in the forthcoming episode. Marc wants to ask you a question.
Where would you most like to be stranded? You get to pick one place.
Now, stranded seems to indicate that you don't want to be there. But if you had to be stranded, and you do have to be stranded.
In this scenario, you absolutely do.
In this scenario, you and later on today, you probably will. I'm just saying. Where would you like to be stranded? Oh, in Spain. Hi, Becky.
Spain? Hello, Becky.
Topical once again. Costa Rica.
Oh, a forest of fiddle leaf fig trees. Very nice.
Beverly Hills.
What about the Beverly Hills of Spain?
Beverly Hills. Yeah, maybe the Beverly Hills of Spain, otherwise known as La Moraleja.
La Moraleja. Candy Cane Lane.
Ooh.
Somewhere with mosquitoes. Oh, God.
Without mosquitoes. In a mall. You know, malls are dying around America. That's nice, Julie. She wants to keep the mall alive. Pine Tree Place. I want to go Pine Tree Place. Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. That's good.
Scrumptious. Okay, cool. What do we like? These are all wonderful.
Oh, I guess this one's up to me, huh?
Can be.
It doesn't have to be. Go ahead. If you've got one you like, go for it.
I like Mesopotamia.
What? Is that in there?
Yeah, it's this one.
Oh, I did not even see that.
Just the first one kind of flew by.
Do that.
I like this one as well. And I like the zoo. I thought that was good. Amazon Fresh. Nice. Emerson Estates. Ooh, Emerson Estates is good too. I don't know what that is, but it just sounds divine. Awesome suggestions, guys.
It does
And
sound
for
divine.
our
All
last
right.
and final prompt, if you had a battleship, what would you name it? Now, look, you can be a pacifist, okay? This is not a war question. This is a question about if you had your own battleship that you could use for any type of activity, battle or non. And what would you name it if you had a battleship? Would it be named Mary? I think it is. I like it. The kind ship. Aww. Old blue eyes. That's really nice. That's really nice. Thank you. Thank you. I like, okay, Mark, you're going to choose this one. Absolutely. Yes.
Yes.
USS Minnesota. Oh, call out to my home state.
Yeah.
Happy
Okay.
Hulk.
Okay.
Stormy. Stormy.
I think we might
Stormy
have to
battle.
go
Stormy the battle.
USS Minnesota.
USS Minnesota. I like how Becky threw in the USS
And
there.
then wait, which one?
Made it very official. Let's just run them down again. We
Which
got
one did you end up choosing?
ship. We got old blue eyes. We got absolutely yes. We got Happy Hulk, Stormy, Green Machine, and Larry.
Larry.
Gentlemen, aboard the Larry. And ladies.
And which one did you choose for the first one?
Great memory, Mark. We're gonna do.
There was no definitive choice.
I know. I named a few. I liked Mesopotamia.
Okay.
I liked Spain, and I liked the zoo.
Okay, perfect.
But we'll go with Mesopotamia officially.
Okay. There we go.
Look for those suggestions to pop up in the show. And we really appreciate what great answers our lovely audience has. So if we run them down again, we've got where would you most like to be stranded? Mesopotamia. We've got if you had a battleship, what would you like to call it? The USS Minnesota. And today's episode of the Rigmarole is entitled
A Petty Fiddle Player.
Jakob was not very kind. He did not suffer fools gladly. Jakob used to leave his house in the morning and go down the street pointing out everyone's mistakes that they had made.
Hey, what are you doing? Why would you wear such a small shirt for such a big person? You're too big to wear a small shirt. What a fool! I'm Jakob.
It's all the sizes they have.
Well, maybe you should ask for more sizes next time, huh? Anyways, let's see who else I can find.
As he continued on his journey down the street, he was getting more and more petty every time he encountered someone new.
Oh, you think you're some sort of a street merchant, huh? Well, I've never seen.
I got sunglasses. I got watches. I am. I'm the greatest street merchant of all time. My name is Jeffrey. You look like you done froze on me. Oh, you playing freeze tag now? Oh, you freezing up on me? Are you the frozen man in the park now, huh?
Well, this is.
Oh, now you're animated.
It was the only thing I could do. It was the only thing I could do to stop myself from pointing out the foolishness of your sunglasses and your other wares. People around here don't even need sunglasses.
Hey, man, that's awfully petty of you, okay? I come out here and I provide a service for these people, okay? People need sunglasses. The sun's going to come out later today, and people are going to be like, where are my sunglasses at?
Well, I'm Jakob, and I don't think that's accurate. I think you're a fool. I think you're an absolute fool.
Well, that's awfully petty of you, Jakob, and I did not enjoy this encounter at all. Goodbye.
Well, I don't enjoy your voice. All right, fine.
The real question was, why was Jakob in such a petty way? Why, he had just finished his fiddle playing seminar where he was certified in fiddle playing. Why would he be such a petty person? Let me take you back to before Jakob started walking around so very close to where we could see him and wandering back and forth. We take you back all the way to Jakob's childhood when before he was a petty and he had the birth of the idea to become a great, great fiddle player.
Jakob, would you come in here for a second? It's your third birthday, and yeah, and you're very smart. You're a very smart kid, and as your adopted stepfather, whom you adopted for your stepfather,
I did make that decision.
I would just like to tell you that I believe that your intelligence has outgrown mine, and that I am no longer able to provide you with any type of education, as I have a very minimal intelligence.
Well, adopted stepfather, allow me to explain to you why I already knew that.
I really appreciate you calling me adopted stepfather. I do not like my birth name, as I have told you. It's too hard to pronounce, and I appreciate you just not even bringing it up.
Yes, maybe for you, John, but I've never been fooled by the silent H.
Jahan. I mean, if you're going to say anything, it's Jahan.
This is where my pettiness must begin on my life quest. I have to explain to you, adopted stepfather, that Jahan is not a name, okay? It's John, and the H is silent. And I refuse to believe that an adult, I'm 3, by the way, I'm 3 years old. I refuse to believe that an adult does not understand the concept of silent H.
You've outdone me again, Jakob, and I just want you to know that when your mother returns from work, I will not be here, and I want you to tell her from me that I had to go, that I was outwitted by a 3-year-old, and that I will take my fiddle collection and I will leave here.
Why don't you go ahead and leave the fiddle? I've always been a fan of that.
Jakob, I mean, you can't be serious. This is my one thing. This is my main thing. This is what I do.
You could barely even comprehend the strings. All right, John or Jahan. It's just leave it be and let the big kids play the fiddle, huh? While you go out there and touch dirt.
Touching dirt. I can't believe I let that kid. I mean, that kid's so much smarter than me, but I can't, why am I touching dirt? I mean, I do love dirt. I do love dirt. It's so touching.
Hey, John. You just come back down to the dirt touch again?
Hey, Alfred. Hey, man, I had a day. I tell you, I had a day. I'm sweating from ear to ear over here. I have just left my living arrangement because I felt outmatched and outwitted by a 3-year-old.
By Jakob?
Yeah, Jakob. Yeah, you met him that one time when you came over to the house.
He's very intimidating.
Hey, Jakob, I'm going to bring my friend Alfred in here in a second. If you could just not be so intimidating to him, if you could just, I know you're only 2.5, but when you don't have your nap, you get awfully intimidating and very petty, actually.
Well, it's rather petty of you to call a 2-year-old petty, isn't it? Why don't you come in here a little less fearful next time, Scaredy Pants?
Hey, I'm Alfred, and I just was nice to meet you.
What's wrong with your voice, Alfred? Did you suffer some sort of accident where a horse kicked you in the skull repeatedly? Is that what's wrong with you?
You can tell that by the sound of my voice.
And the pace of your speaking. And also, you smell a little silly. You've been putting on some sort of extreme water cologne again.
Extreme water cologne is my favorite type of cologne. Why do you have to be so petty about my scent and the way I was speaking?
You're an embarrassment to yourself, Alfred.
Hey, Bessie, it's me, Alfred, your caretaker, and here to easy now, girl, easy now. Walk around behind you. Be very careful. Now, I don't want to talk too fast, but here's the thing: when I get behind you, I want you to be very careful.
Beautiful. 4 years earlier. I'd like to breed this horse specifically to kick. That's just kind of an idea of ours. Some people want to race them, some people want to plow fields. I like a kicking horse. No, that's just nah. Sometimes it's hard to be up so late at night with no one to speak to, but I was awakened from a dream. And a kicking horse must be.
Oh, honey, I was, yeah, so you got me. I was watching Horse Breeder Diaries. It's such a weird show. I can't stop watching it. So yeah, so they get these people. I'll just tell you about what it is since you called me, and because yeah, it's 3:30 in the morning. Yeah, and you know what? I did sneak out of bed in order to come down here and eat popcorn and watch this very weird show. So if you just not judge me, and if you just listen to me for 5 seconds, I'll tell you exactly what it is. They get these horse breeders, right? And they do this like first person interview into the camera where they talk about like, oh, I'm doing a horse like this. I'm gonna breed him like this. And this one that I'm on right now, he's gonna breed this horse just to kick people. Like that's his idea of it. So if you want, you said you wanted to peek into my world. You said during our wedding, you said that one of your vows is that you wanted to be involved in my world with me. Well, this is my world, Glenda. This is my world. This is what I love.
This is not what I signed up for when I married you, Hector. I was looking for someone who would sleep through the night with me, and not someone who was getting up at 3 a.m. just to experience horse documentaries or horse breeding documentaries or to understand different waffle recipes. It's not right.
Hi, we're here to sign up for to be married. This is my girlfriend's parking the car. There she is.
Just finished parking the car.
And we were just so we just want to go ahead and get signed up, and we just want to make sure that what we sign up for is what we get when we.
I specifically am looking to sign up for someone who will sleep through the night with me.
I specifically am looking for someone to sign up to be involved in what I like and what I do. And if that involves getting up in the middle of the night and doing stuff, well, then maybe that's what it is. So I think maybe we just go ahead and sign up, and then maybe we'll sort out the deals after that. Sorry, can you, ma'am? Okay, yes. Okay, yes. Do not knock on the glass. Do not knock on the glass. Okay, you can see that I was finishing my paperwork over here, and you two, you come out and it's jibby jabs. Okay, y'all need to settle down. Okay,
Belinda, does someone knock on the glass?
They knock, Carl. They knock directly on my glass. No, and I don't take that. Don't take that here at City Hall, okay? It's the mayor lives right back behind this door, and you start knocking on the glass, we're gonna have to come after you.
You two have to be aware that if the mayor hears the tapping, it could throw off his whole plan for the city.
We're very sorry. I'm so sorry. I just didn't, I just want to make sure that we get signed up.
We're just trying to sign up
we're just trying to get signed up to be married, okay? And I want to make sure that when we sign up, it's what we signed up for, which was to be married. So we're not sure exactly how it works. We don't know exactly how marriages work, but we want to go ahead and get signed up. Would you be able to help us?
And I think
do not knock on my glass. I told you could. The mayor is going to get thrown off right here.
He's not going to be able to functionally run the city. You want to be responsible for that.
Behind the door in the mayor's office. What is this? What is this sound? What is this sound of knockage? Who dare knock in the anteroom outside near the marriage certificate office? The mayor has mayorly work to do. How dare you?
Well, the reason we're out here protesting is because of these absurd changes the mayor has made. What do you mean, no water from 4 p.m. to midnight?
What do you mean no knocking on anything? I love knocking. So now is this against the law to knock in Fulton, Georgia? I don't stand for this.
What do you mean every house has to have a fish bowl in it?
What do you mean fishes always gotta get fed at 4 o'clock only one time per day and that's all, not ever again? What do you mean?
What do you mean we're gonna go on a citywide campaign to exterminate woodpeckers?
What do you mean that what do you mean?
What do you mean?
Jerry, there is a crowd outside and they are getting crazy right now. They're asking, what do you mean? And they want some answers on these policies that we're trying to put in place. But I just want the mayor to have his way. I mean, he's the mayor after all. But I honestly, I don't understand these policies either, Jerry. And they're just yelling at the empty podium out there. Someone's got to go out and address the crowd.
I don't either, Larry. I'm simply in charge of putting out the press release. I don't edit the content other than for typographical errors and grammar. Okay? Jerry, or Larry, I'm Jerry, you're Larry. I'm flustered. I'm flustered.
Jerry, Larry, I'm getting very confused about our names and everything that's going on right now. Are we, you know what? I'm just going to get the mayor and just send him out there and he can answer for these policies for himself.
I mean, this is way above my pay grade.
No knocking. Mr. Mayor, I wanted to knock on your door, but I know you want knocking not to happen. So
No knocking.
Okay, well, there's a group of people on the steps of the city hall outside, and only 2 of them want to get marriage certificates, and there's about 15 of them who want to know, what do you mean?
Oh, what I mean? What I mean is when someone comes and knocks on the glass and it affects how I run the city, well, guess what? Sorry, bub, I'm in charge around here. This is the way the city is now. No woodpeckers, no water, none of it.
Do I have to change my name to Bub?
No, yeah, you probably should, but we're going back to the Mesopotamian standard. We're going back. Yes.
Mr. Mayor, the Mesopotamian standard is a very, very difficult standard to live by in the 21st century. The Mesopotamia is in the 8th century. So what do you mean?
Oh, not you now with the what do you means.
And what do you mean? Like, there's a lot of what do you mean? People want to know what you mean.
What I mean is the Mesopotamian standard. I mean, with no more soft cushy, huh? That's not what this city is about anymore.
Cushy? No more soft cushy?
No more soft cushy. If you're all gonna knock on the glass and disturb my thought process, it's a Mesopotamian standard.
I used to be a pretty good fiddle player, but then the kid, he told me, you gotta leave the fiddle here, and I felt real soft cushy, and I don't even know if I'm gonna make it anymore. You know, like this kid, he's like a mastermind. He like got inside my head. He made me leave the house, and I just want to come down here and touch dirt with you, Alfred. And I just thought maybe touching dirt bring me back to my roots. You know, things are going crazy here.
Well, whenever I need to settle down after a hard day at the sawmill, when the blades are spinning and cutting, and the wood is chewing and burring, it's touching dirt helps me feel better too. So I highly recommend it. If that fiddle kid is in your head,
He's petty. The kid's so goddamn petty that I can't even deal with these. Yeah, maybe I'm not as smart as guy in the block. Maybe I didn't. But I was a good fiddle player, and you made me a fiddle.
You're a great fiddle player, and I
Oh
would
man.
make you another fiddle if I had the need. I would do it in a heartbeat.
At the sawmill earlier that year.
Oh, Alfred. What do you
Oh, I'm in the middle of a cut. This is no time.
Well, I'll let you finish.
All right, I'm good.
What I see something that's got a curvature of almost like the half of a fiddle going on there. I mean, Alfred, this is a sawmill. We don't do woodworking of such small caliber. We cut long pines for walls of cabins and the like.
We don't, but I do.
Alfred,
I've got a whole lot going on in this that you don't even know about, boss.
Alfred, look, we talked about this, okay? You are my sister's boyfriend, and I want you to keep this job, but you got to cut the long cut and keep the saw blade spinning. You can't be making fiddles in the middle of your shift.
Well, maybe this place has a bigger mission in life, huh? Maybe it's not just a sawmill with the blades spinning and the wood cutting, huh? Maybe we could turn this place into a real fiddle operation, huh?
Alfred, you're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
I'm your sister's boyfriend, damn it.
come on, Tammy, pick up. Pick up.
Go for Tammy.
Tammy.
Go for Tammy.
Tammy, it's me, Doug, your
Go for
boyfriend.
Tammy.
Is this your answer machine?
No, tricked you.
Tammy, you're so funny and so weird. It's just every turn, every twist and turn in our relationship. Tammy, I had to
Guess what I did earlier?
You glued your shoes to the ceiling?
Wrong.
Okay, well, I mean, it was a pretty it's pretty wild in terms, like pretty wide open in terms of what I'm able to guess. Like, guess what I did earlier is not really. If you wanted me to get closer, you could narrow it down a little bit. But
I was just tricking you again. Go ahead. What did you call?
So you did glue your shoes to the ceiling?
Maybe.
Tammy, do not play with me, okay? I mean, do play with me because I love it. But I'm a little Tammy. I'm stressed. I'm stressed.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm
calling from the sawmill here, as you can hear in the background with all the blades and everything.
The blades are so loud.
Alfred is
my brother.
Yes, yeah, Tammy, you goof. Stop goofing.
No. You just said Alfred is fired. Now you're goofing. You must be goofing.
I'm not, Tammy. I don't have a good sense of humor like you do. I don't goof like that. Okay, I'm not goofing. Alfred got himself fired, and he was making a fiddle when he was supposed to be cutting the log cabin.
Well, Alfred has ambition. Alfred has ambition. He wants to help you grow the business into a fiddle business. Come on.
You goof. That's a good one.
Oh, just because I'm always joking, now you think I'm joking.
Or are you not joking?
I'm very serious right now.
Tammy. Look, you know what happens when you get serious, Tammy. Let's not go there. There's no reason to get serious, Tammy.
I'm extremely serious.
Stay lighthearted, Tammy. Stay lighthearted. I need a haircut. I'm gonna go for a haircut after work. And I just want you to meet me at the barbershop. Tammy, are you growling?
I'll meet you at the barbershop.
Tammy, no. Let's not have your split personality come out. I don't have time for this today, Tammy. This is not a goof. I'm not goofing.
You didn't have time, did you? Guess what? Now you'll make time.
1,300 years ago in Mesopotamia.
Go ahead, Hammurabi. You have their attention.
I am Hammurabi. Do I have your attention?
Yes, you have our attention. We're trying to hear your codes.
I have a premonition. Hammurabi has a premonition.
Okay.
Okay. In the future, people will be too overwhelmed. Maybe you will know this word, maybe you will not know this word.
I don't understand.
Okay, let me rephrase.
Try again.
Hammurabi has very big IQ. And Hammurabi will try to dumb it down for the regular people.
Explain like I'm 5.
Okay. In future, after now,
Okay.
people like us.
Us, okay.
Well, us, but future, not us. Future us.
So late at dinner.
Not much further. 1 million dinners from now. 1 million dinners from now.
On average, 1 dinner per day.
1 dinner per day.
Average.
Okay.
Million.
That's a very sophisticated thought
Well,
for such a dumb person. But yes, thank you for your averaging it up. But you are the Mesopotamia's mathematician. So I'm glad you're here to workshop these ideas with me.
I recently counted all the goats, so I have a pretty good handle on what's going on.
All the ghosts.
Goats.
Oh, you scared me, Winston. You scared me. Okay.
Yeah.
Back to the Hammurabi premonition.
I just wanted to hear your codes, but go ahead with the premonition.
You want to hear my goats?
Codes?
My codes.
But if you'd rather discuss
Winston, have you been skipping your diction lessons and your diction lessons because you're a very mushy mouth, okay? Hammurabi needs clear talk.
I actually stole 1 silver coin yesterday and lost 1/4 of my tongue.
No, don't howl. I'm not saying howl.
I apologize.
Okay. After this, you go straight to the diction lesson and you learn to speak clear so Hammurabi can understand you. Okay? I am the great Hammurabi. I am in charge of Mesopotamia, as you know. You are Winston, also a good guy, good at things like numbers and counting.
I'm the town mathematician. How else do I count the goats?
Well, Mesopotamia is bigger than a town, but yes, that's pretty much it.
Well, fair enough. Hammurabi.
As someone who counts all the people in town, you should know that it's not a town. It's bigger than a town.
Yeah, well, I guess you're right.
Okay, so anyway, the premonition is...
I'm here to count. I'm here to count. Please open the door.
Oh, somebody wants to count?
Oh, Sylvia.
Anyone with you, Winston? Or is it just you?
No, Sylvia. Only I am in charge of the counting. And so only I.
Are you here to count or are you here for your dictation lesson?
Well, I'm here for, of course, my dictation lesson, but I will be counting when the lesson is over.
Okay. If I open the stone slab, will you promise to behave?
No.
Winston.
I would help, but I recently got a callus.
Oh, that's okay. Come inside, Winston. I want to show you.
I'm so glad you're teaching me diction and dictation. What did you show?
I built a new office room for Diction and Hanging.
Oh, wow. Those are beautiful blinds, stone blinds.
It's very far.
Hold on, I might get lost. There's not as much light as.
In the corner. I'm this way.
Oh, I can hear your footsteps on the stone. Actually, I'm coming.
Open your eyes so you can read.
Well, it's so dark. I barely need to open them. Wow, wow.
Here we are.
This is so nice. Jeez.
I built it for the acoustics.
Wow, it really echoes. Oh,
Yeah, it's got a good echo.
Wow, this is okay. It's kind of like instant feedback, so I'll know if I'm being unclear. It's my own fault.
Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna put these down here, and you're gonna count them, and then I'm gonna pronounce what number sounds like, and you're gonna repeat after me.
Okay, I'll do my best, but you are so good. I'm just embarrassed.
I'm. You know what? I think you're using your lips too much. Let's try and exercise.
Okay,
Okay.
sure.
Now, see me? I hardly use my lips at all. I don't
Okay.
even want to. I don't breathe together. I'm thinking of Marc. I don't understand them at all.
No, Noboletta, Fedomar. I don't even listen at all.
There, you got it.
I feel better. I feel much better.
Back at Hobble Robbie's place.
Where is Winston? Winston.
Yes.
Ugh.
Well,
Ah.
there's no need to growl at me. I'm counting on you.
In the future,
Well,
people will want to emulate our way of life.
that makes a lot of sense.
Winston,
Go ahead.
if you're going to talk, talk. If you're going to mumble under your breath, mumble under your breath. But don't go halfway in between.
All right. Well, I'm just using my lips in the way that I've been taught to use my lips.
Sylvia.
Of course, Sylvia. She's
Sylvia!
She's the best in town.
She's not the best in town. She's really bad at what she does.
Oh, well, you're calling my teacher the worst, huh? I've got a thing or two to tell you about what's the worst, huh?
I have a premonition of what you're going to tell me.
Okay, go ahead.
Hobble Robbie is the best and the worst.
Oh, you really are a premonition.
A premonitor?
What? One new premonition?
Yeah, I'm a premonitor.
You really are.
That you pronounced correctly.
I feel good.
I am the great Hobble Robbie. I am the great Hobble Robbie. I will.
Sweetheart, are you still practicing your introduction?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
You are so good. And if they can't see how good you are without a silly introduction, then they don't even deserve you. Okay? You're the leader that these people need. So I don't want you to stress out and lose sleep. You need sleep. You're a great leader. You're a great leader.
Always helping me with my self-esteem and sending me to sleep.
You're so good at everything. And look at you. I know you can sleep. You're a strong sleeper. You're a great leader.
I really got to nail this speech to the Mesopotamian people tomorrow, though, hun. And I'm just concerned that maybe if I don't nail it, that they won't believe that I'm the great Hobble Robbie.
If you mess it up, they'll overthrow you and we'll both die. we'll both die. And I'm not ready to die.
I'm not ready to die either. So you're making my case for me.
Well, sometimes people can only do better by calming down. Sometimes focus comes when we are calm. You understand? Focus comes when we are calm, but you are a little lamped up.
You are so beautiful.
Alfred left the sawmill factory and he took his fiddle and he ran through the streets of the city that he was in, which shall remain unnamed at this time. And he came to his friend's house. The young boy, Jakob, was looking out of the window at him.
Mr. Alfred, I don't mean to be petty, but Mr. Alfred,
Yeah.
I don't mean to be petty, but that fiddle looks like it's not completely made. It's not completely fabricated 100% and totally done. And I just wanted to make sure that you knew that if you were going to present that as a finished product, that you do need to finish that.
Well, of course, I know that Jakob is. I was fired from the factory, the sawmill, where I make these things. My sister's boyfriend fired me, Jakob. You petty child. And you think I'm a man without a job with 3/4?
Give me that. Slam.
What have you done to me?
And that's how Jakob became a fiddle player. He stole it from a grown man and he slammed the door in his face and he began practicing that fiddle morning, noon, and night. Can we cut? Jeff, what do you think if I'm on camera while I'm narrating? Do you think I should? Because I feel like being on camera while I'm narrating, like, because yeah, sure, we know about the narration off camera thing, like that things, but like, did you see that? That was kind of magical, right?
Yeah, really cool. So it's kind of something I've never even seen before. So
I'm just thinking, like, okay, maybe on this side of the screen we have the animation of the boy of Jakob's life, like that we already know. But then on this side of the screen, this could be where the narrator is, right? And like,
I like that.
Over here, like saying like, and then that way you kind of get both sides of it. You don't just hear the narration. It's not just some voice that's talking. It's a real person.
Yeah, and I think what would even be cool too, because we're being innovative. Let's innovate. We take a picture of a fiddle, and then I have a really cool idea for an effect. It's called the Ken Burns effect.
Yeah, Ken Burns effect. Yeah.
See, it's got zoom. We're gonna zoom on the photo, and then maybe every once in a while we take a photo of you while you're doing the narration. So then slide over.
Jeff, this is what I'm talking about, Jeff. This is going to revolutionize animation documentary filmmaking.
Yeah, I'm so sick of seeing the same old thing. It's like a reenactment, historical script, and preservation.
Mr. Burns, Mr. Burns.
Yeah, it's Ken here.
Mr. Burns, we had another request. It was from this online improv show that has like 5 subscribers. They're really interested in using. Should I wait until you're done flossing, or?
What is flossing a private activity nowadays? Good God, get in here.
No, I just didn't want to step on your toes. Just because.
Then watch your feet. You stupid bastard. You know what I mean? God damn it.
You're so funny. Yeah, you're the great Ken Burns. That's why you're so good at what you do, is because you're
That,
funny and you're edgy, you're witty,
that's
and
right.
yeah.
That's what makes a good documentarian filmmaker. You got to get in there. I don't just let the people story. You know what I mean? Boing, right? I enhance it. You ever seen how I zoom in on the photos, the stills? You ever see that?
The Ken Burns effect. Well, this is actually what the guys who are doing this show online, that this is what they want to do. They want to use your effect, and they're asking for permission. And I just had to come see if, like, if you give permission, if you want to sign off on that.
Let me tell you something right now, Jacob.
Okay.
This is the 45th request this week for people to use the Ken Burns effect.
I know, and I'm sorry, Mr. Burns, but you are revolutionary. People want to play with your style. They want to play with your, the things that you've brought out into the world.
When one is a revolutionary, we are often emulated, and I tell that to you, Jacob, because it's something. Unless you're a revolutionary, you can't even really imagine it. It's not even a type of thing that you, Jacob, could probably. I'm sure you've never been emulated.
Can't even get it.
God, that was a good steak. That was a great steak for lunch, Jake.
Must have been great. There's so much of it in your teeth. And I'm concerned, Mr. Burns, that maybe you need to go to the dentist, because you have such huge gaps in your teeth. If that much steak is coming, I'm not a revolutionary like you are.
Jacob, you know that a dentist is just a doctor who couldn't hack it, right?
Sure.
So
that's what your documentary about dentists and doctors taught me. I mean,
well, I hope so. I hope you learned something.
In 1943, the first dentist was inaugurated into the Dental Academy of Massachusetts. He was a failed doctor. Most people don't know. He used to poke people, and that was his only medical skill, was poking. And when he got his walking papers, he decided, well, if there's one part of the body I can focus on, it'll be the teeth.
Well, if there's one part of the body I could focus on, it'll be the teeth. Appreciate the walking papers.
And greatest documentary for shortest form documentary goes to Walking Papers. How dentists are only failed doctors. Of course, Ken Burns. Get up here, Ken.
Hey, I'd like to just take this chance to thank everyone who's influenced me. That's the whole list. I'm Ken Burns, bitches. Watch out.
I shot me a Ken Burns.
Oh, it's painful to die.
In Beverly Hills today, Ken Burns was shot at the Documentary Filmmakers Association Awards and suffered head trauma. And after saying, "Ooh, it's painful to die," he was rushed to the hospital. Beverly Hills has never seen such a shooting, and Ken Burns is a legendary revolutionary. If you have any information about who may have shot him, please call the Beverly Hills Police Department and report any information. We take any information at all here at the news station and at the Beverly Hills Police Station. Please call the station here or the station there. Beverly Hills, greatest police station on earth.
Yeah, hello. This is the Beverly Hills Police Station. Go ahead and report your crime or any information.
I have information about what happened to Ken Burns.
Are you calling on CB radio? You're very hard to understand. Maybe
I'm calling on a ham radio. I'm calling from across the world. It's a ham radio.
Okay, you have information?
I have information about what happened to Ken Burns.
Okay. I have my information notepad ready. So
You
whenever.
got this information notepad ready because I want to tell you everything that happened today. Who walked up in the back of the Beverly Hills Theater and shot the birds?
You're saying who Wapka did it?
Who walked up in the back of the theater and shot the birds?
Who Wapka was in the back of the theater shooting Ken Burns?
No! Who? I'm gonna tell you who walked up in the back of the. I wish I'd gone to my diction classes. Oh,
12 months earlier, or 1 year. I really wish that you would just please not fight me on this, Lorenzo, and just go to your diction class, okay? You don't understand how important clear communication is. Please.
it's never gonna come in handy. Why would I ever need to communicate clearly?
There are many scenarios, but imagine this. Imagine you have a vital piece of information that could bring into light, could bring into focus the perpetrator of a crime. Imagine.
How am I ever gonna know that? What's ever gonna happen? That's gonna happen. I'm just gonna be in my ham radio. Mommy can't make me into something. I'm not. I'm gonna play with my ham radio.
But what's so confusing to me is that you love communicating via ham radio.
I love communicating via ham radio. Why are you trying to stand in my way? My friend Huwaka is going to come over right now, and we're going to play with my ham radio.
My only goal is to help you communicate better via ham radio, which is a completely and totally audio interface. It is.
Huwaka is here, Mom. Shut up, go in your bedroom, and don't come out until I tell you the cheese doodles are done.
Fine, but I don't trust Huwaka.
Huwaka's a good person and will never do anything bad to anybody.
I don't trust him.
5 minutes later, when Huwaka came through the door.
Whoa, Lorenzo.
Huwaka, I wanted to talk to you about your plan to shoot revolutionary film documentary maker Ken Burns in 1 year from now at the Beverly Hills Center for the Arts.
Again? I've had that planned out for 3 years.
I know, but I want to talk to you about it because I don't think I can be the one who calls in the information. I don't think that my speech is clear enough.
No, you're fine. I need you to do it because they know you're my friend, and friends don't usually snitch, so it's more credible coming from you.
Wow, this is a foolproof plan. Never fail. Huwaka, you're so smart.
Finally,
Man.
I can
All
get
right,
off.
well, let's go take out Ken Burns in 1 year from now.
I've got it marked on my calendar, and I will continue to cross off the days.
As Jakob made his way down the street to his lunch reservation with his very, very good friend Larry from Spain, he decided and he thought to himself, man, I'm being so petty. What's wrong with me? And also, I stole that fiddle from that man when I was young, but I never really learned to play it. Can I legitimately call myself a fiddle player? These thoughts crossed through Jakob's brain as he arrived at the restaurant.
Welcome to everyone's favorite restaurant, the USF Minnesota.
You know, you don't have to. Okay.
It's part of it because look, now my head looks like a ship. I look like I'm a boat. I'm a boat. I've been a host here for 6 months.
I'm gonna try not to be
6
petty
months.
right now. I'm gonna try not to be petty and judge every little thing that you do. Okay.
I am rubber, you are glue. Whatever you say bounces off me and sticks to you. I'm a bone.
You're annoying. Oh,
Told you.
you're a jerk. Oh,
That's right. You see what happens? Go ahead.
you are a beautiful human. Oh.
Oh, feels nice to compliment, doesn't it? I already know. You have a reservation for two.
That's right. My friend Larry from Spain is here, and I just wanted to him for lunch.
Of
Is that,
course.
am I still allowed to, even though we had this sort of weird altercation when I arrived?
Sort of weird.
I mean, in a good way.
Oh, okay, then yes. Of course. Follow me. Larry's actually already sitting.
Great. Wow, this not being petty thing and never having been a fiddle player thing is really starting to work out for me. I'm thinking to myself.
If you look around, you'll see pieces of all sorts of different United States warships plastered on the wall.
Oh, wow, the USS California.
That's right. Over there is the USS Indianapolis.
Oh, Indianapolis. They have them for cities too.
That's right. And one of those teeth came out of a shark's mouth. Huh.
Oh, a shark, because it's a shark tooth. That totally tracks.
Well, yes. Is there something confusing to you about sharks and
No, I'm
teeth?
so sorry. I didn't mean to be so petty. It's just the way you phrased it. It was, is Larry, my friend from Spain, here at all?
He's in the back room, which we call the brig.
It's because of the USS Minnesota thing, right?
That's right, because that's the name of our restaurant. If you'll continue to look around, you'll see pieces of other warships plastered on the walls.
Right. Interesting. Oh, look, it's a piece of the Minnetonka Bridge.
It sure is. And you know who stands on the bridge sometimes? The captain. 10 Hut.
Right. Right. I was saying that's the piece of an actual bridge from like a bridge, but that double meaning really works. That's really cool.
We do a lot of double meanings around here at the USS Minnesota.
You do?
Yes.
Like what else?
Sometimes we do. If someone orders food, and we also say it's an acronym for first overboard always drowns. Food.
Oh, first overboard always drowns. That's really cool. You know, before I had this little revelation about not being so petty, I would have totally picked that apart. But I just think that you're full of such cool, fun energy.
It's airtight.
It is like a ship.
You get it.
Wow.
Anyways, follow me to the bridge.
Like to get to the table now. Is it much further?
Only 10 more paces.
Oh, 10 paces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, here's Larry.
Here's your friend.
Thank you so much. Thank you. This was a very enlightening walk through your battleship restaurant.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Hey, Larry.
Hey.
Thanks for meeting me for lunch. Can I confess something to you?
Go ahead and say it.
All these years I've been calling myself a petty fiddle player, the greatest petty fiddle player in all the world. But Larry, before we go to this big competition to play fiddle and be petty to people, I have to confess, I don't want to be petty anymore. And other than stealing a fiddle from a man when I was 3 years old, I never learned to play.
Never learned to play?
No.
That's horrifying. If you were never truly a fiddle player, then how could we have ever had a relationship based on a love of fiddle music? You always talk to me about fiddle music like you absolutely...
I know. You've been over in Spain so far away this whole time. It was easy for me to fabricate a whole personality. You know, there were bits and pieces of that were true about my past and who I am, but with you so far away in Spain and with such a thick Spanish accent, I could get away with anything. And here you are now, here at the Beverly Hills Mall.
We're at the USS Minnesota, okay?
I know. It's inside the Beverly Hills Mall food court, and it's a lovely place.
It is a lovely place, and I specifically chose it because historically, a lot of sailors have played fiddle. And so I thought, for my good friend, the fiddle player, where else would be more fun? But apparently you probably don't even know that piece of fiddle trivia.
I don't even know that piece of fidia. And I love how you put words together like fiddle and trivia and call them fidia. Like you've shown me a whole new world that I wish I could be part of. But Larry, I have to confess, I never, other than being petty when I was a child and stealing a fiddle, I haven't done anything with my life. It's like I was a kid, and then now I'm an adult, and I'm talking to you, and then somebody killed Ken Burns, and everything's gonna die, everything's gonna be over.
Yeah, well, you know what? I guess you're going the way of the Mesopotamians, aren't you?
Mesopotamia.
Disappear into history.
I guess that's it, Larry from Spain.
Yeah, it is, Jacob. Yeah, it is. For our friendship, at least.
Can we at least order some battleship related food before we say goodbye forever?
Sure, let me find the waiter. Waiter!
Waiter.
Hank?
Hi.
Welcome to the USS Minnesota. I will be your waiter. And I would love to recommend to you some shark bites, which are actually chicken nuggets. I would also like to encourage you to try our torpedo tips, which is very much like a Outback Steakhouse bloomin' onion, and because the tips of the onions are all sliced and separated. Also, our Brig Boom Booms, which it's basically a jalapeno that we put cheese in the middle, and then we bread it, deep fry it.
I think I'm gonna just have a bowl of Sonar ice cream.
Oh, just dessert for you too. Huh?
Yeah. And Larry, what are you gonna have?
Go ahead, Larry. Go ahead, sir. I'll try the. How?
And that's our show.